Okay. Very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning. Are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Yes? Okay. Let everyone join. Till then, you people tell me. Yes, Aryan, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Till then, you people tell me what was the last point that we did. Hmm. What was the last point that we did? Type in the chat box. Check in the notebook and tell me what was the last point that we did. Have we solved the questions of acceleration due to gravity in which we want to find the maximum height attained by the object? Yes, no, reply me in the chat box. Maximum height attained by the object. Okay, if the stone is thrown in the upward direction. Yes, yes. Have we solved the questions of time required to reach the highest point? Time required to reach the highest point. If the stone is thrown in the upward direction, then what is the time required to reach the highest point? Have you solved that? Yes, everyone reply in the chat box. Time required to reach the highest point by the stone if the stone is thrown in the upward direction. Yes, that also we have found out. Okay, all right. Now today we will solve the additional questions. Okay, so chalo, write down along with me. Now the first question is find out find out find out time required. Find out time required. Find out time required by the ball by the ball by the ball thrown. Time required by the ball thrown in the upward direction. Just keep on writing. Thrown in the upward direction. Thrown in the upward direction with a speed of 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second to travel up and then back again to ground. Just keep on writing. Then back again to the ground. Okay, what is the scenario given here? Find out the time required by the ball. The ball is thrown in the upward direction with a speed of 10 meter per second. So let us take one ball which is thrown in the upward direction. This is the ball which is thrown in the upward direction with a speed, with the initial velocity u is equal to 10 meter per second. Now this ball will move up and will again come down. So find out the time required by the ball thrown in the upward direction with a speed of 10 meter per second to travel up and then back again to ground. Okay, so total time for to travel up and then back again to ground. Actually, it is a straight line motion, up and then down, up and then down. But let me show it like this. Okay. It is actually the same vertical path and same vertically downward path, same vertically upward and same vertically downward, but I am drawing it like this so that you can understand. So that you can understand. And this is our ground level. This is our ground level. You can zoom the screen if required. Okay. This is our ground level. Okay, sir. Fine. So now you people tell me, part of the motion is the upward motion and part of the motion is the downward motion. थोड़ी motion बाळांनो upward है, थोड़ी motion बाळांनो downward है. Some part of the motion is upward, some part of the motion is downward. Now you people tell me, acceleration due to gravity will be positive or negative? For upward motion, first of all tell me, for upward motion, acceleration due to gravity, positive or negative, P or N? Upward motion, upward motion. Very good, Radha. Janvi. बोला बाळांनो. For upward motion, first of all, speed goes on decreasing, so acceleration negative. Very good, Brunal. Sir, for upward motion, acceleration due to gravity should be negative because speed is decreasing. For downward motion, speed goes on increasing, so acceleration due to gravity should be taken as positive, and all other values always positive. For the upward motion, all other values, velocity, initial velocity, final velocity, distance, displacement, time, all other things we take positive. Only we take decision for acceleration, whether to write acceleration as positive or negative. That decision we take. If the speed is increasing, we take acceleration positive. If the speed is decreasing, we take acceleration negative. This was our thought. But this thought is applicable only if motion is along the straight line and only in one direction. Either only upward, only downward, only leftward, only rightward. But here, sir, in the total motion, direction is changing. Direction is changing. So instead of this thought, if in the total motion, if the direction is changing, so in that case, we try to use everything as vector. We try to use everything as vector. So now instead of distance, we will consider displacement, because motion is not only upward, not only downward, it is a combination of upward and downward motion. So whenever you have a combination of upward and downward motion, you have to consider everything as a vector. Displacement, vector. Initial velocity, vector. Final velocity, vector. Acceleration, vector. Time is scalar. Time is scalar. Okay. So आता मला सांगा बाळांनो, shall I write V is equal to U plus AT? Then S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Then V square is equal to U square plus twice AS. Yes, sir, you can write these three equations. Okay, we can write these three equations. आता बाळांनो मला सांगा, try to understand. Can I say initial point is the ground point and final point is also the ground point? Same point. If the initial point and final points are same, what is the displacement? Reply me in the chat box. Bola. If initial point and final point both are same, what is the displacement? Very good, Janvi. बोला बाळांनो, इनिशियल पॉइंट फायनल पॉइंट सेम आहे, डिस्प्लेसमेंट काय असेल? व्हेरी गुड आर्यन. Reply in the chat box, that will not take much time. Yes, Radha, correct. बोला बाळांनो, इनिशियल पॉइंट आणि फायनल पॉइंट सेम आहे, डिस्प्लेसमेंट काय असेल? Sir, displacement is the shortest distance. If initial and final point both are same, displacement is going to be 0. But sir, you said we have to use vector. Yes, टाइम स्केलर असतो. Why we are taking vector? Because motion is not only upward, not only downward, both. So everything now you have to consider in the vector form. Okay, here there is a multiplication of acceleration and displacement. So put a dot here. Okay, so that we can indicate the multiplication of acceleration and displacement. Okay, sir, fine. आता बघा बाळांनो काय काय करायचं. Displacement is equal to 0 because initial point and final point both are same. Okay, moving up and again coming down. Okay, fine. So for the total motion moving up and again back to the ground, what is the time required? So time required for the motion is equal to question mark. Okay. Now there is one rule. There is one rule. If you are using vector form, vector, initially up to the last lecture we used only scalar form, only decision of acceleration to take positive or negative that we were doing. Okay, but now in this lecture we will consider velocity, whether to take positive or negative, displacement, whether to take positive or negative, that also decision we will take today. Okay, so that situation is here. Motion is not only upward as well as downward. In such cases we will not use the scalar form, we will use the vector form. Okay sir. Now if you are using vector form or vector forms of kinematical equations, these equations are called as kinematical equations. Write down kinematical equations. If you are using vector forms of kinematical equations, if you are using the vector form of kinematical equations, then if you are using vector form of kinematical equations for vertical motion, this is a vertical motion, sometimes vertically upward and sometimes vertically downward. So this line is called as vertical, this line is called as vertical, this line is called as horizontal, ground line is called as horizontal, and perpendicular line to the ground line is called as vertical. If there is a vertical motion can be of two types, sometimes upward, sometimes downward, but right now it is upward as well as downward. So what is the rule? If you are using the vector form of kinematical equations for vertical motion, then upward vector is positive, and let me write the further things here. Upward vector is positive and downward vector okay is negative. Upward vector is positive and downward vector is negative. Okay, up to this, is that clear and written? Reply me in the chat box. You wrote this, then you wrote this, then you wrote this and this. Very good. इथपर्यंत लिहून झालं बाळ. आज काहीतरी नवीन शिकतोय आपण. Upward and downward both motion. Very good. आता मला सांगा बाळांनो, let's say this is our earth, no need to write it, this is our earth and this is the object. Earth is pulling the object towards itself with a force called as gravitational force. The force is in downward direction. You know F is equal to ma. Force is a vector, acceleration is a vector. Direction of force is equal to direction of acceleration. What is the force acting on this object? It is the force of gravity. Force of gravity is always downwards. So acceleration due to gravity as a vector, it is always downward. as a vector it is always downward. So here acceleration will be equal to, reply me in the chat box. इथं सांगा बाळांनो मला acceleration पॉझिटिव्ह घेऊ की निगेटिव्ह घेऊ. acceleration is downwards. काय लिहिलंय? for the vertical motion upward direction is positive and downward vector, upward vector is positive and downward vector is negative. So acceleration due to gravity काय घ्यायचं बाळा? पॉझिटिव्ह की निगेटिव्ह? Earth is pulling the object. This is the object of mass equal to m. Force is downward. Direction of force and direction of acceleration both are same. Force is downward, acceleration is downward. And downward vector is negative. Downward vector is negative. Yes. So इथं बाळांनो acceleration ला घ्यायचं -g. -g or -9.8. Okay sir. Got it? प्लस मायनस चा विषय समजला. वेक्टर फॉर्म मध्ये ऑलवेज g काय येणार तुमचा? -g. एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रॅव्हिटी काय येणार? ऑलवेज -g येणार बाळा. ओके सर, नो प्रॉब्लेम. सो डिस्प्लेसमेंट दिली आहे, एक्सेलरेशन दिलाय, टाइम विचारलाय. कुठलं इक्वेशन वापरूया? बोला. 1 2 3. डू द टिक मार्क लॉजिक. करा बरं, टिक मार्क लॉजिक करा. डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज नोन, इनिशियल पॉइंट, फायनल पॉइंट बोथ आर सेम. Tell me which equation we can use. 1 2 3. बोलो. 1 2 3. Take the decision. Tick mark logic. Sir, displacement given. Sir, time is asked. Time is asked. Time asked, na? So we have to use either this equation or this equation because time is asked. So forget about third equation because time is asked. Okay. Sir, displacement given. Here given. Sir, acceleration given or acceleration is known. Sir, initial speed is also given. The object is thrown with the initial speed of 10 meter per second. Okay. Now initial speed is 10 meter per second. बोला बाळांनो 10 meter per second पॉझिटिव्ह घेऊ की निगेटिव्ह घेऊ? It is upward vector. Upward vector, positive or negative? Yes, it is positive. So initial velocity is upward. So sir, take the initial velocity as plus 10 meter, positive, because it is a upward vector. So sir, initial velocity is also given. Tick mark, tick mark. Okay, fine. So sir, we have to use second equation because in the second equation, everything is given to us. Only time is not given. Only this time or this time is not given. Okay, okay, okay. Now, what we can do is we will try to use this equation and we will try to find out the answer on the next page. Okay. So up to this guys, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. CW. इथपर्यंत बोला बाळांनो, समजलंय का? मजा येणार आहे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह करायला. टोटल टाइम कॅल्क्युलेट करायला आपण. बोला. Clear and written. Good. Yes, yes. चलो. So, sir, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Sir, motion is both upward as well as downward. So we have to use S bar, U bar, A bar, all the vectors. Okay. Sir, upward and first and last point both are same. Initial and final point both are same. Sir, initial velocity is plus 10 meter per second. Yes, this time as it is plus. Sir, 1/2 as it is. Acceleration काय घ्यायचं ठरलं बा? Acceleration downward असणार ना always. If in a vector form, acceleration always downward. Earth is pulling the object downward. This is the object or the ball having mass equal to m. It is being pulled downward by the earth. ओके, मग बॉल वरती जाऊ दे नाही तर खाली जाऊ दे, अर्थ तर त्याला खालीच बोलवायला लागली. अर्थ इज ऑलवेज पुलिंग इट डाउनवर्ड. लेट द बॉल मूव अप, लेट द बॉल मूव डाउन, बट अर्थ इज ऑलवेज पुलिंग इट डाउनवर्ड. सो डाउनवर्ड वेक्टर इज ऑलवेज टेकन ॲज निगेटिव्ह. ओके सर. सो ऍक्सलरेशन किती? -9.8. bracket square. So this minus 9.8 upon 2 will go on to the left hand side, will become plus 9.8 upon 2 into t square. This 10t will remain as it is on the right hand side. Sir, we want to find out t. Yes, we want to find out t. Sir, this t and t square will get cancelled. T and t square will get cancelled. So here what will remain? Sir, 9.8 into t upon 2 is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. Don't do this multiplication here. T will be equal to this 2 on the right hand side upon 9.8. Now divide by 9.8 is not a big deal. I taught you how to divide by 9.8. How to write that 9.8? Can I write the 9.8 as 98 is 2 into 49. So can I write 9.8 as, instead of to write 0.2 into 49, you can do this multiplication and you can check 9.8 is 98 is 2 into 49. So 9.8 will be 0.2 into 49. Now 2 upon 0.2. 2 upon 0.2 is 10. 2 upon 0.2 is 10 divided by 49 as it is. Now you can do this multiplication as 100. Now 49 can be written as 7 into 7. Now you people tell me what is 100 upon 7? Tell me fast. 100 upon 7 करा पहिल्यांदा. एक 7 राहू दे. पहिल्यांदा 100 upon 7 करा. करा. I want you to get used to the calculation. Calculation ची सवय लावायची आपल्याला. From the last few lectures, we are practicing the calculations as well. करा बरं 100 upon 7. करा बरं. And when done, reply me in the chat box. Do it. Good. Good, Tanaya. Very good, Sheetal. Perfect answer. Everyone try to calculate. Write this extra point also. This extra point, reciprocals. Reciprocals. Write down all these reciprocals. Very good, Yani. Correct answer. पण हे रेसिप्रोकल पण लिहून घ्या. ऍडिशनल कॅल्क्युलेशनच्या ट्रिक सांगणार आहे मी तुम्हाला आज. Today I will tell you additional calculation tricks. मग तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेशन करायला किती मजा येईल बघा. हे कॅल्क्युलेशन पटकन करता येतं. व्हेरी फास्ट दिस कॅल्क्युलेशन कॅन बी डन. ओके. Divide by 7. Divide by 7. Write down this extra point in your notebook and make it one square bracket like this. Extra point, a square bracket like this. बऱ्याच नवीन गोष्टी, नवीन कॅल्क्युलेशन फास्ट कसे करायचे या शिकायला मिळतील तुम्हाला आज. ओके, फाइन. Now let's say I want to divide something by 7. Okay, I want to divide something by 7. If I know what is 1 by 7, but before that reply me in the chat box clear and written. हे extra point लिहून झाला का बघा पहिला. Reply me CW. Only then I will discuss it. पहिल्यांदा लिहून घ्या. गुड गुड ओके ओके झालं लिहून. We have to remember this. Okay, let me recite all these once again. 1 by 1 is 1, 1 by 2 is 0.5, 1 by 3 is 0.33, 1 by 4 is 0.25, 1 by 5 is 0.20 or 0.2, 0.20 or 0.2. You can write 0 here, no problem. You can write 0.200, 0.2000. It is actually 0.2. 1 by 6 is 0.16 or 0.1667 or 0.167. This 7 you can write here. Okay, approximately it is 0.166666 and so on. So we approximately write it as 0.1667. 1667. 1 by 7 is 0.1428. 1 by 7 is 0.1428. 1 by 8 is 0.125. Okay, 1000 upon 8 is what? 1000 upon 8 is 125. So instead of 1000, if you have only 1 here, then what you will do? 1000 upon 8 is equal to 125. This 1000 can be brought into the left hand side. So that will become 1 by 8. So 125, this 1000 on the right hand side. So that will become 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is equal to 0.125. 1 by 8 will become 0.125. So let me rub all these things. 1 by 8 is 0.125. Remember, 1 by 8 is always 0.125. Okay, 1 by 8 is always 0.125. Next, 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is 0.1111. How to remember it? 1 by 9 is 0.1111. 1 by 10 is 0.1. That is very simple. 1 by 10 is 0.1. 1 by 11 is 0.0909. See, 0.1111 and 0.0909. It's not 0.9. No. It's 0.0909. 1 by 11 is 0.0909. Okay. Now how to do the fast calculation? Let's say you want to divide something by 7. Let us try to calculate 5 upon 7. Very simple. What is 1 by 7? Sir, 0.1428. So 5 upon 7 can be written as 5 multiplied by 1 upon 7. Now what is 1 upon 7? That you already remember, 0.1428. 0.1428. Okay, 5 into 8, 40. Carry 4. 5 into 2, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Carry 1. 5 into 4, 20. 20 plus 1, 21. Carry 2. 5 into 1, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. This point as it is. This 0 as it is. That's it. Reply me in the chat box, yes or no. Is this calculation clear to all of you? I converted the division problem into the multiplication problem. Say yes, no. बोला बाळांनो, yes, no. Because I know what is 1 by 7. So I converted the division problem into multiplication problem. Multiplications can be done faster than the division. For us, for humans, multiplications we do faster than the division. आ रहा है समझ में? समझा? समझ का नहीं? समझते का नहीं? Are you getting this? बोला बाळांनो, पटपट एव्हरीवन. 1 by 7 पाठ केलं आपण. 0.1428 हे सारखं म्हणून पाठ होत आहे. ओके. So today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you will, for next 3 days, you have to read this. Okay, in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening. Okay, one day 3 times, and for such 3 days you have to read this. That will automatically get remembered. Okay, now here 1 by 7. 1 by 7 is 0.1428. 1 by 7, पहिला 1 by 7 लिहिला into 100. हा आणखीन एक 7 as it is. Now 0.1428 upon 7. 7 0 ला भाग जाणार नाही. Point as it is. 1 ला भाग जाणार नाही. 1 cannot be divided by 7. So 0. 14 upon 7, 2. 2 ला भाग जाणार नाही. 28. 28 upon 7, 4 into 100. 100 means point shifting right 2 times. 100 आहे ना, मल्टिप्लाय बाय 100 म्हणजे पॉईंट राईटला शिफ्ट व्हायला पाहिजे 2 टाइम्स. सो आन्सर काय येईल बाळ? पॉईंट 2 च्या नंतर शिफ्ट झाला 2.04. बघा फास्ट कॅल्क्युलेशन झालं की नाही? से येस नो. परत एकदा सांगतो, पहिल्यांदा बघा, रिप्लाय करू नका, पहिल्यांदा बघा. 1/7. व्हॉट इज 1/7? बोला बाळांनो. 1/7 इज 0.1428 into 100 as it is upon 7 as it is. आता 0.1428 ला 7 ने डिवाइड करूया. 0 ला भाग गेला नाही, 0 डॉट as it is. 1 ला भाग गेला नाही, 1 cannot be divided by 7, 0. So 14 upon 7, 2. Then this 2, 2 ला भाग गेला नाही, so 0. So 28 upon 7, 4. Now this upon this is done into 100 as it is. Now the multiplied by 100 means point we have to shift rightward by 2 digits. A point right ला shift करा 2 digit न. So 2.04. In this way we can do the fast calculation. बोला yes no. आता बोला yes. Everyone. किती फास्ट कॅल्क्युलेट झालं बघा. Just because you already know 1/7. 0.1428. Good. Good. Yes. So total time required for the upward plus downward journey is equal to 2.04 second. Is equal to 2.04 second. That's the answer. That's the answer. It's not 2.45. This is S. This is S. Stands for second. And to avoid the confusion, you can write it complete word, because S can be confused with the 5. The S आहे की 5 आहे कळत नाही. Okay, done. Now the same question we could have solved with a different logic. Okay, the same question, this same question we could have solved with the different logic. Okay, let us try to solve the same question with the different logic. बघा बाळ, आता आणखीन एक लॉजिक. एक लॉजिक तर मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, अपवर्ड प्लस डाउनवर्ड मोशन यू कॅन कन्सिडर देम कंबाइनिंगली. Upward and downward motion you can consider them combiningly. Okay sir. Now can I say that baba, can I say that time required for the upward journey is equal to time required for the downward journey? Tell me. If I throw the object with a speed equal to 10 meter per second, here write down alternate method. Just give me 1 second. First of all, write down along with me alternate method. Let me throw the object in the upward direction with the speed of 10 meter per second. Okay sir. 10 meter per second. One object is thrown upward. It will go up like this. It will stop here. And let me just release another stone from this point. So here velocity is 0. Here also velocity is 0. And here the stone is dropped. Now here its velocity will again become, see, on the same height, the velocity must become equal. Now that velocity will be equal to 10 meter per second, but the direction will be downward because stone is released from this point. Okay. Now let me write this as A to B motion. Let me write this as B to A motion. Okay. Now time required for the motion A to B, TAB. Time required for the motion B to A, TBA. Okay. Now velocity at point B is equal to 0. Velocity at point B is equal to 0. But here motion is upward. Here motion is downward. Okay. So here always remember, time required for the motion AB is equal to time required for the motion BA. but we want total time means A to B plus B to A, ground to top, top to ground. Therefore, total time is equal to time for the motion AB plus time for the motion BA. Just give me 1 second. Time for the motion AB plus time for the motion BA, and both of these times are same times. Time required for the upward motion is equal to time required for the downward motion. This fact if you know, then the same question can be easily solved. In the same question can be easily solved with the alternate method. Up to this point, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. We will find total time, but up to this, reply me clear and written. Okay, good. Now what we can do is very simple thing. Just find out time required for the upward motion. Just find out time required for the upward motion. Double that time, because upward motion time is equal to downward motion time. Just double that time and get the time for the total motion. Now time required for upward motion. Now time required, write down, for upward motion. Time required for upward motion. Now the motion is only upward. If the motion is only upward, only downward, we will use scalar form. No need of that vector relation. No need to consider velocity, displacement as a vector. Just we can use the values. Okay. So here you know the final speed. Here you know the initial speed. Now do not consider positive, negative, because motion is only upward or only downward. If it is both upward and downward you are considering, in that case you have to consider as a vector. If upward vector is given, take it positive. If downward vector is given, take it negative. But sir, right now we are considering only upward motion, so don't consider any vector, just use scalar. Okay sir, fine. So final velocity given, initial velocity given. Sir, time required for the motion AB is equal to question mark. Time required for the upward motion is equal to question mark, sir. And sir, as the motion is upward, speed goes on decreasing. And if the speed goes on decreasing, we take acceleration due to gravity as negative, minus g. So minus 9.8. Okay, sir. आता मला सांगा बाळांनो, इक्वेशन 1, इक्वेशन 2 और इक्वेशन 3, which equation I have to use? बोलो. Take your time, write this down and do the tick mark logic. Very good, Aryan. Janvi, correct. Sir, we are given the final velocity, we are given the initial velocity. Now no need to consider the vectors. Okay, just write v is equal to u plus at. Sir, we know the acceleration, we know final velocity, we know initial velocity. Sir, 9.8 meter per second square. Very good, Yani. My mistake. माझं युनिट चुकलं होतं ना. 9.8 meter per second square. Perfect. Very good. लक्ष आहे. छान. V is equal to u plus at. Sir, t is equal to question mark. Okay. चला बाळांनो यूज करा. V is equal to u plus at. V 0. U 10. Plus acceleration minus g, because motion is upward, minus 9.8 into time. Time is time required for the motion AB. So time is time AB, TAB. Okay, sir. Next. What is next? Sir, this minus 9.8 into t on the left hand side will become plus 9.8 into t. Plus 9.8 into t is equal to 10, sir, is equal to 10. Okay, what is t? Sir, it is 10 by 9.8. T or time required for the motion AB. Okay, sir. Fine. So this is the time required for the upward motion. So time for the upward motion is equal to time AB is equal to 10 upon 9.8 is equal to 10 upon 9.8. Okay. Okay, sir. Try to understand. Now let us try to find out time for the downward motion. Let us try to find out time for the downward motion. Downward motion is time for the motion BA. Both initial and final point must be same. AB, BA. असंच पाहिजे. Okay. AB, BA. That will be again same. Time required for the motion BA is equal to time required for the motion AB. What is that? Sir, it is 10 upon 9.8. It is 10 upon 9.8. Okay. So time required for the total motion. Time required for the upward plus time required for the downward. Just keep on writing. फक्त लिहित चला आता. So time for the motion AB plus time for the motion BA. Just keep on writing. Just keep on writing. Time for the motion AB is 10 upon 9.8. Time for the motion BA. Time for the motion BA is equal to time for the motion AB is equal to 10 upon 9.8. Both are 10 upon 9.8. 9.8, 9.8 base is same. So same base 9.8 as it is. 10 plus 10, 20 or 2 times 10. 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 or 2 times 10. Or 10 upon 9.8 plus 10 upon 9.8 is 2 times 10 upon 9.8. Up to this, reply in the chat box, clear and written. लिहून घ्या and then reply me. बोलो. Alternate method to solve same question. Yes. समजून घ्या, सगळं व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. Same question. Sir, this logic is easy than the first logic. Yes, you can use this. But both logic we will understand. If you are considering both motion, upward plus downward, here upward and downward we are considering separately. So do upward logic separately, do downward logic separately. That you have already done till the last lecture. But in this lecture, a new logic is introduced. Upward and downward considering simultaneously. For that, you have to consider everything as a vector. Okay. Chalo. So tell me, this answer must be equal to this answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me. Same answer येणार ना बाळा? 2 times 10 upon 9.8. इथं जे answer काढलं होतं, same answer you will get only with this logic. Yes or no? Now any logic that you can use, you want. Any logic that you want to use, you can. Bolo, everyone reply me in the chat box. Both logics will give you the same answer or not? Yes or no? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Both the logics will give you same answer, sir. Okay. Fine. Now let us try to solve one more such interesting question. Okay. Let us try to solve one more such interesting question. Okay. बघा आता गमत. Let me take a new page. Chalo, let us try to solve this. Let us try to solve this. Okay. What's the question? The question is this. Find out the distance. Find out the distance or find out the height. Write down, find out the height, find out the height of the ball thrown in the upward direction, find out the height of the ball thrown in the upward direction with a speed of 10 meter per second after 3 सेकंड. 3 सेकंदानंतर बॉलची हाईट काय असेल? फाइंड आउट दी हाईट ऑफ द बॉल थ्रोन इन दी अपवर्ड डिरेक्शन विथ द स्पीड ऑफ 10 मीटर पर सेकंड आफ्टर 3 सेकंड. 3 सेकंदानंतर बॉलची हाईट बाळांनो काय असेल? ओके, तर गंमत बघा. नाउ यू विल से सर दिस इज व्हेरी इजी क्वेश्चन and we have to use it like this. बघा, sir this is the ground level. Okay, the ball will move up till the 3 seconds. Till the 3 seconds ball will move up, you will say, and you will say, sir, for this motion time is equal to 3 seconds and we have to find out the distance traveled. This is going to be the height of the object, height of the ball after 3 seconds. Say yes, no, everyone reply in the chat box. Can we solve it like this? And initial speed is given to us 10 meter per second. And we will consider only upward motion. For upward motion, we will take acceleration is equal to minus 9.8 because speed is decreasing. असं करूया? असं वाटतंय ना आपल्याला? We think like this, yes or no? असं वाटतंय ना, यात काय चुकीचं आहे? What is wrong in this? What is wrong in this? Nothing is wrong. Ball is initially thrown with the speed of 10 meter per second. It will move up till the 3 second. And at the end of 3 second, we have to find out the height of the ball. We have to find out height of the ball. But balanno, this may not be the reality. This may not be the reality. The reality might be this. Okay, because if you throw the ball with the speed of 10 meter per second, if you throw the ball up with the speed of 10 meter per second, the total time of journey is 2.04 seconds. So total time like this, it takes 2.04 seconds. It takes 2.04 seconds. So now you people tell me, we have to find height after 3 seconds. If you throw the ball with the speed of 10 meter per second, बघा बाळांनो, 10 meter per second, it will move up, again come down. This will take 2.04 seconds. Now it will again bounce back. Say yes, no. Say yes, no. It will again bounce back from the ground. परत उडणार तो. Yes, no. Yes. इंटरेस्टिंग गोष्टी काय काय सांगतो जरा ऐका फक्त. Yes, correct. बघा, when we throw, let me explain that thing once again. When we throw the ball with the speed of 10 meter per second, what is the time required for the upward plus downward motion? Here we calculated that. The answer came out to be 2.04 seconds. Okay. So in 2.04 seconds, the ball will move up and will again come down here. And we are asked the height after 3 seconds. So it will again bounce back off the ground. It will again bounce back off the ground. Okay. And now for the next few seconds, we have to calculate. Till that, total time should become equal to 3 seconds. Total time तिथपर्यंत काय व्हायला पाहिजे बा? 3 seconds व्हायला पाहिजे. So this may not be the reality. This situation may not be the reality. Okay, sir. Then Sir, how to solve such kind of problems when we do not know what is exact motion? Only upward, only downward, or both upward and downward? What to do when such kind of motion is given to us? Okay, what to do when such kind of motion is given to us? A very simple thought. When you do not know when the motion is only upward, only downward, or both upward or downward, upward and downward, in that situation, you will assume that motion is upward plus downward. We don't know whether it is upward and downward, only downward, we don't know. But in that case, sir, we will now assume the motion is both upward and downward. Okay, we will assume the motion is both upward and downward. Okay, sir, all right, no problem. And then we will use the relations. So write down here. Here we don't know whether the motion is, just keep on writing, you will get it. This is very simple point, just keep on writing. Whether the motion is upward or downward. So here we do not know whether the motion is only upward or फक्त अपवर्ड मोशन आहे का माहित नाहीये, अपवर्ड प्लस डाउनवर्ड पण असू शकते ना. Here we do not know whether the motion is only upward or both upward plus downward, both upward plus downward. So in this case we have to assume motion as upward plus downward. Assume करावं लागेल आता, त्याला काय ऑप्शन नाही. We have to assume motion both as upward plus downward. आता only upward नाही आहे, only downward नाही आहे, upward plus downward आहे, म्हणजे everything is to be considered as vector, sir. Okay, so write down v bar is equal to u bar plus a bar t, then s bar is equal to u bar t plus half a bar t square. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. जेवढे वेक्टर्स आहेत त्याला बार म्हणा. टाइम काय वेक्टर नसतोय, v स्क्वेअर स्क्वेअर आहे, वेक्टरचा स्क्वेअर काय, v बार स्क्वेअर लिहायची गरज नाही, स्क्वेअरला नुसतं v स्क्वेअर लिहिलं चालते, v बार स्क्वेअर लिहायची गरज नाही. u स्क्वेअर u बार स्क्वेअर लिहायची गरज नाही, नुसतं u स्क्वेअर चालतंय, कारण अल्टिमेटली स्क्वेअरच होणार आहे, प्लस मायनस काय मॅटर नाही करणार. v square is equal to u square plus twice as. A is a vector multiplied by s bar, a bar dot s bar. दोन वेक्टरची मल्टिप्लिकेशन डॉट न दाखवा. ओके फाइन. सो आता बघा बाळांनो काय काय दिलेलं आहे. इनिशियल स्पीड दिलाय. What are the things that we are given? So let me write the further things here. After this you will write this. What are the things which are given? Sir, initial speed is given. Okay, मला सांग बाळ u bar लिहायचं आहे ना. U bar is a upward vector. Initially the object is thrown in the upward. Upward vector is taken as positive, sir. So take this 10 as positive because it is a upward vector. It is a upward vector. So u bar dilai. So what is to be found out? Sir, we want to find out height of the ball from the ground, means ultimately its displacement. Finally ball is, let's say, here. Initially ball was on the ground. So if you know the final point and if you know the initial point, then initial point and initial to final point, a vector from initial point to final point is called as a displacement vector. Now ball may have traveled like this, but we want to consider only final point and the initial point. So we have to consider displacement and not the complete distance. We have to consider only displacement because we want to find out only height. Okay, sir. सो हिअर सर वी आर आस्क डिस्प्लेसमेंट. इथं बाळांनो आपल्याला काय विचारलेलं आहे? डिस्प्लेसमेंट विचारले. इनिशियल पॉईंट आणि फायनल पॉईंट मधलं डिस्टन्स विचारलंय. सो इनिशियल आणि फायनल पॉईंट मधलं डिस्टन्स काय असलं पाहिजे? शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टन्स असलं पाहिजे, विच इज इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. हाईट विचारली. फाईन. डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज इक्वल टू क्वेश्चन मार्क. ओके सर. Now. What is next? Sir, acceleration due to gravity is also given. Now, acceleration due to gravity is always a downward vector. As a vector, it is always a downward vector. So, acceleration due to gravity is minus g, minus 9.8, because it is a downward vector. Earth is pulling the object in the downward direction. ऑब्जेक्ट वरती जाऊ दे नाहीतर खाली येऊ दे, अर्थ तर त्याला ऑलवेज डाऊनवर्ड पुल करते, म्हणजे फोर्स डाऊनवर्ड आहे आणि फोर्सची आणि ऍक्सलरेशनची डायरेक्शन सेम असते. ओके सर. सो ऍक्सलरेशन बाळांनो ऍज अ वेक्टर तुम्हाला कायमच निगेटिव्ह घ्यायचं आहे. ठीक आहे, कारण मोशन आता आपण अपवर्ड प्लस डाऊनवर्ड घेतली आहे ना. येस सर. सो इनिशियल स्पीड इज गिवन, ऍक्सलरेशन इज नोन अँड द displacement is asked after 3 seconds. So time is given to us 3 seconds. Time is given to us 3 seconds. So displacement to be found out. So displacement to be found out. So first equation cannot be used. Initial velocity given. Initial velocity given. Initial velocity given. Acceleration given or known. Acceleration known. Acceleration known. Time is given 3 seconds. Time is given 3 seconds. Time is given 3 seconds. Here we have two unknowns. First unknown is displacement. Second unknown is final velocity. We do not know final velocity, so we cannot calculate displacement. So third equation we cannot use. Here we have to use second equation. Reply me in the chat box. Convinced, small c, or agree, disagree. We have to use second equation. बोला बाळांनो. लिहून घ्या इथपर्यंत आणि ऍग्री डिसॅग्री, स्मॉल ए स्मॉल डी. आज एक नवीन पॉइंट शिकायला मिळतोय. बोथ अपवर्ड अँड डाऊनवर्ड मोशन. मजा येते करायला. मागच्या लेक्चर मध्ये एकच पॉइंट केलता आपण, ओनली अपवर्ड ओनली डाऊनवर्ड. आज गंमत आहे, अपवर्ड प्लस डाऊनवर्ड. व्हेरी गुड. ओके सर. चलो लेट मी रब दिस. Now we will use second equation. Chalo. Sir, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Vector, vector. Sir, S bar is equal to u bar. U bar. Initial velocity vector is plus 10 meter per second. Okay. Sir, time for the motion is 3 seconds. Okay. Plus this 1/2 as it is. Acceleration is minus 9.8. Minus 9.8 into time square. Time is 3 seconds square. Okay sir. S bar is equal to 10 into 3 is 30. This minus into plus is minus 9.8. 9.8 as it is, multiplied by this 3 square is 9. Don't immediately do this division. Immediate division, don't do that. Divide by 2. Now you can do this division and then you can multiply the answer by 9. Sir, 30 as it is minus 9.8 upon 2. 98 upon 2 is 49. One dot after dot before one digit, dot before one digit. So 98 upon 2 is 49. 9.8 upon 2 is 4.9. Sir, into 9. Yes, into 9. So this 30 as it is minus 9 into 9, 81. Carry 8. हातचा carry म्हणजे बाळांनो हातचा. 9 into 4, 36. 36 plus 8 is 44. Dot before one digit, dot before one digit. कोण सांगेल ही सबट्रॅक्शन सांगा बाळांनो किती येते. करो कॅल्क्युलेशन करो. बघ बाळ किती आलं आन्सर. स्मॉल नंबर मायनस शीतल आन्सर निगेटिव्ह येईल ना बाळ. मोठा नंबर निगेटिव्ह आहे, छोटा नंबर पॉझिटिव्ह आहे. मोठ्यातनं छोटं वजा करा आणि मोठ्याचं साइन द्या. सबट्रॅक्ट द स्मॉलर नंबर फ्रॉम द बिगर नंबर and give the sign of bigger number. Yes, it is minus 14.1. Okay, it is minus 14.1. So actually डिस्प्लेसमेंटचं आन्सर बाळ काय आलं, निगेटिव्ह आलं. डिस्प्लेसमेंटचं आन्सर काय आलं बाळ, निगेटिव्ह आलं. ओके सर. सो ऍक्च्युअल जी मोशन असणार ना, आता त्याला ग्राउंड म्हणून नको घ्यायला, याला रेफरन्स लेवल म्हणून घेऊया. ओके, रेफरन्स लेवल. इथनं ऑब्जेक्ट 14.1 मीटर एवढ्या पोझिशनला असेल, पण ती पोझिशन मायनस आहे, म्हणजे तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर अपवर्ड नाही आहे. दॅट डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर इज अ डाउनवर्ड वेक्टर. ओके, सो इट मस्ट बी समवेअर हियर at a distance of 14.1 मीटर. सो ही तुमची इनिशियल लेवल असणार आणि फायनल लेवल कुठं असणार, 14.1 मीटर, पण इनिशियल लेवलच्या बिलो असणार. हा डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर कसा पाहिजे बा, डाऊनवर्ड पाहिजे सर, एस बार, कारण निगेटिव्ह वाला आहे म्हणजे डाऊनवर्ड, पॉझिटिव्ह वाला असता तर अपवर्ड. म्हणजे इथनं बॉल फेकलाय वरती, इट विल गो लाईक दिस, इट विल कम लाईक दिस, and again it will travel down, again it will travel down. हा, समजा इथंच ग्राउंड असेल तर तो इथंच टप्पा पडेल, it will again bounce back, it will again bounce back. But if that is not the situation, let's say this is the tower and on the top of the tower you are standing. This is a big tower and on the top of the tower you are standing, and now you throw the ball up like this, it will go and it will again come down, and after 3 seconds it will be at this position, and this position is 14.1 meter, and negative sign says that because of negative it will be below the given position, below the top of the tower. बोला बाळांनो, आता क्वेश्चन समजला का? निगेटिव्हचं मीनिंग काय, डाउनवर्ड वेक्टर. ही डिस्प्लेसमेंट कशी आहे बाळ, डाउनवर्ड आहे. सो या रेफरन्स पोझिशन पासून जिथनं बॉल फेकलाय तिथं पासून तो डाउनवर्ड असेल 14.1 मीटर या डिस्टन्सला आफ्टर 3 सेकंड. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज एक्स्ट्रॅक्टिंग द मिनिंग फ्रॉम द इक्वेशन. इक्वेशन मध्ये मायनस साइन आहे, त्याचं मिनिंग काय हे आपण समजून घेतलं आज. समजलं का? बोला बाळांनो. 2-3च क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह केलेत, पण आज बऱ्याच नवीन गोष्टी समजल्यात. येस नो बोला. व्हेरी गुड. मजा आली आज? एन्जॉयड? अपवर्ड प्लस डाउनवर्ड मोशन, एन्जॉयड? We will do many questions of upward downward motion. We will have multiple questions of the same type so that we get practiced. Okay, so guys, in this lecture we are going to stop at this point. Remaining things we will learn in the next lecture. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you want to discuss anything, you can send me the message on the WhatsApp also. Okay, so chalo guys, bye bye everyone. Let me end this lecture at this point. Join your next lecture. Okay, chalo bye. Have a very nice day. Good day to all of you. Okay, chalo bye. Yes, Yani, bye bye. Let me end the lecture.